Being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it'll always get you the right ones. Don't worry about what other people are thinking about you, because everyone is only thinking about themselves. Every second you spend comparing your life to someone else's is a second spent wasting yours. Don't get emotionally attached to anyone. People change. Even your best friends can turn into strangers one day. Learn to be content and happy by yourself. If you need a company to be happy, then it will make you weak. Don't be afraid to be alone. Being by yourself is far superior than being with crappy people. Light travels faster than sound. That's why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. You owe nothing to your younger self, but you owe everything to your present self. Your parents were correct multiple times, even if not academically qualified. Stop insulting them when they advise you. Overthinking ruins you. It ruins the situation, twists things around, makes you worry about futile questions, and makes everything much worse than it actually is. You only get one body, take care of it. You'll have it all your life, and while it is incredibly resilient, it can only give you what you put in. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is a part of getting over. All you have power and influence over is what you decide to do with the time that you are given today. First, you choose a partner on the basis of their looks and enjoy until you realize that your kids will not be raised by their looks but by their values. To know who your true friends are, look for the ones who say good things behind your back and bad things to your face. With time, the more wins with fear you can accumulate, the more fearless you will become. You were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we can see the good in other people. Let others' actions speak for them. People will show you far more than they will tell you. Everything that you do, you are creating dots. You can connect those dots in the later part of life and understand why you did. You can fall in love more than once. You don't need to worry much when someone you love leaves you. Most of the time it's for the good. Don't make promises if you have no intention to fulfill them. It might not mean anything to you, but it could mean a whole world to someone else. Going back to your ex is like having a shower and putting dirty underwear back on. Keep an open mind and act like an artist, but think, fail, and learn like a scientist. You don't find your purpose somewhere else, you create your purpose exactly where you are, and you bear meaning to it. Your entire life can change in an instant. So instead of passively taking what you have for granted, be grateful for it and do whatever good you can with it. The more grateful you are, the more beauty you will see all around you, the more generous life will seem, and the happier you will become. Fear limits most people throughout their lives and permeates through all of their decisions. Do your best to control it, overcome it, and revel when you defeat it. It's never too late to do the things you've always wanted to do. Don't let naysayers discourage you, because they may be projecting their own insecurities. You can't change what happened, no matter if it was your fault or someone else messed it up. Don't be mad about it. Deal with the challenge. People will always project their fears and limiting beliefs onto you. What you must do is build a shield against this noise so you can protect yourself from it. Do not discuss your past with anyone, because only you know its true story and significance. Others may not understand or even use it against you. Your tomorrow may be way different from your today if you try. Keep crying about what is not working today, and I promise you that your tomorrow is not working. Sometimes the world is trying to tell you who you are, but if you don't stop to reflect and listen, you'll never be able to hear. You are stronger than you think. You have gotten through every bad day in your life, and you are undefeated. The only thing you can control is how you feel, do, and think. Stop trying to change other people, because it almost never works. When something happens and it causes us pain, the pain is there to teach us a lesson. It is not so that we feel pain for the sake of pain. Do not let the memories of your past limit the potential of your future. There are no limits to what you can achieve on your journey through life, except in your mind. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. People tend to complicate their own lives as if living weren't already complicated enough. There is neither happiness nor unhappiness in this world. There is merely the comparison of one state to the other. Only a man who has felt ultimate despair is capable of feeling ultimate bliss. Hard times are sometimes blessings in disguise. We do have to suffer, but in the end it makes us strong, better. Rehearsing situations in your head is a waste of time. The situation will always be different than anything your imagination will come up with. The great courageous act that we must all do is to have the courage to step out of our history and past so that we can live our dreams. It took a long time, but I have learned that you just can't take anything you want out of life without putting something back in exchange. If you have a strong purpose in life, you don't have to be pushed. Your passion will drive you there. Life changes for the better when we realize that we don't have to know everything, and we don't have to pretend that we do. Be the reason someone smiles. Be the reason someone feels loved and believes in the goodness in people. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it.